Okay, we should be recording now. So we are going to talk tonight about host flipping. And before you came on, Tabitha, I was telling Tina she ought to know all about this subject because she actually was a host flip just, a month ago? Not even a month ago?
I don't even think it's been a month.
Yeah, okay. So first of all, why would you want to build a Scentsy team? I know I don't have to tell Tabitha why she wants to build a team, but for anybody else that might be watching later on too, the first and foremost reason why you might want to build a Scentsy team would be to bless lives of other people. It's always important to, of course, if you are trying to put yourself first and you're only in it for yourself, you might not get so far. So you always want to try to think of the other person and think of reasons why Scentsy might benefit that person, whether it's to earn extra money for their family, earn a free vacation that they wouldn't have otherwise been able to afford. And you should never prejudge. You know, if you offer it to everyone, you never know who might decide that it fits into their life. So first and foremost, it's to bless other people's lives. And then, of course, you want to grow your own commissions because without a team, you can only sell so much Scentsy individually. You can only sell so much in a month. So that helps your commission grow. And then, of course, building a team does also help you earn incentive trips. So we talked about that, I think, on the last video or the one before that. But it is virtually impossible to earn the Scentsy trip on PRV alone. So in order to earn those trips, you do have to start building a team if you don't have one already. So host flipping is a very easy way to gain team members because they have just got done doing a party and you've hopefully shown them how easy it is to do a party, whether it's online, whether it's a home party, and they've just essentially, done the job of a Scentsy consultant. So it's the perfect time to see if it's something that they would like to do. But the absolute first step before you can even think about flipping a host, you do have to have an active website. You cannot build a team unless you have an active website subscription. So you also can't set up parties for people to order online without a website either. So I've always had a PWS, and it is $10 a month. It's tax deductible. You can write it off in your taxes, and as long as you're working your business, it'll pay for itself. So host flipping with the Earn a Kit. So on every single party that we close out in the workstation that has at least $200 and qualifies for host rewards, you have the option to add a host exclusive starter kit to that order. Okay, so ideally you want it to be your host, but if that host is not feeling it, they're like, I'll just be a customer, I'll just be a host, but no, I don't want to join, then you do have the option to offer it to someone else if you want to. The only time that can get a little bit tricky is if you are actually shipping the host's party to her. Maybe they're out of state. So that can get a little tricky if you are trying to flip-flop things back and forth that way. But otherwise, you can still add someone else as host and still give all the rewards to the person that earned them. As long as you have at least a penny in host credits, you can add the $59 host exclusive kit. So once that party qualifies, it reaches $200 in PRV or more, you're going to have at least $20 in host credit. Either your 10 or your 15% in host credit. You have the option to either apply part of that host credit towards the $59 kit, or they can still pay the $59 and apply that $20 towards something else. Like I said, as long as you leave at least a penny in the host credit, you can then go ahead and add that host exclusive kit. So let me just show you guys. I'm going to share my screen and show you in the workstation how you're going to do this. And of course it logged me out. So let me share my screen real fast here. All right, can you all see my workstation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so when you are getting ready to close a party, I've got a couple open here, so I am just going to pick one. Let's see, this girl. I have a different host here. And she's not up to $200 yet, so I'm just going to add a diffuser. Okay, that put her over $200. Okay, so you do want to make sure, though, that whoever your host is, you're going to want to make sure that you have all of her contact information. So you're going to want to have at least an address, a phone number, and an email, which when you add someone as a host, it automatically makes you put in the email and phone number, but I always make sure that I have their address in there too. Let's see. So then once you have your host, you're going to go to host credit. And then, like I said, you can, if they don't want to use the host credit towards the kit, you can go ahead and put some other items in first, as long as you leave that at least a penny in there. And then you're just going to type host, and then you're going to have the option to do an English or a Spanish kit. And I'm not going to actually add this one to this party, because once you add it here and add it, it will add it to the order, and it will automatically send the email that you have on file for this host. It will send them an email that they will have to go in and fill out the enrollment, kind of just like they were doing it on the on your join website. They have to put in all their personal information, and then once they have filled all that information out, you will have a message here on the workstation in the, I believe it's in the party summary, that will tell you that that person has filled out the enrollment and that it is ready to close the party. You're ready to close the party. But until they fill that part out, you can't close the party. Now, once it sends them an email, they have 24 hours to fill it out before it, I don't guess the email goes away, but you would just after 24 hours has elapsed, if they haven't filled it out yet, then you would just have to go into the host cart, delete it out, and then add it again, and then it would resend the email again. May I help you?
I just not see you use your scissors for
You need my no. You can't use these scissors for that.
What am I doing?
You have to use the ones in the kitchen.
I'm
I'm sorry.
I can't.
Please, I'm on a live video. Can you please go?
I can't find the scissors.
Go talk to your father. Go. Sorry about that. My daughter wanted to use my office scissors for opening a popsicle. I did not want sticky scissors.
I know.
Okay, sorry about that. Let's see, where was I? Like I said, if they don't fill it out within 24 hours, you just can go in, delete the kit, re-add it, and it'll send the email again. Then after, I'm going to go ahead and quit sharing my screen. Come on now. Stop. There we go. Okay. After they have filled that out, you will have a button. It's just a radio button that you can toggle on or off that asks you if you want to flip the PRV for that party. Okay. And I'm sorry I can't show you what that looks like, but I don't have anybody to fill out the form for me right now. So, but you will get a button there that will ask you if you want to flip the PRV. Okay. So why would you want to flip the PRV? Speaking from personal experience, when I joined Scentsy, I had just completed a home party for my sponsor. And I had told my sponsor, which my sponsor doesn't sell Scentsy anymore, but I told her that I wanted to go ahead and start selling. And of course, she was like, oh, that's awesome. And she went ahead and submitted my home party. And then she had me sign up. And then I was kind of like, okay, well, I just had all my friends and family order, and I just submitted like a $700 party order. Now who am I supposed to sell to? So I always think about that, and like I said, try to put yourself into their shoes. If they're the ones that, help do the party and do the work, it's totally up to you. It's your business. But again, you want to set them up you don't want to set them up for failure. You want to set them up to succeed. So if you go ahead and gift them that PRV from the party, then they're going to get a jump start. So Tina, since you were the last one to do this, I'll use you as an example if you don't mind. So I don't usually tell the host that I'm going to give them the commission from the party until after they've already agreed to sign up. Because I don't want to, especially if it's $1,000 party, you don't want to say, oh, by the way, you're going to get $250 in commission. Well, they'd be really stupid not to sign up and get the cash
and then leave it.
And then leave. So I do always want to make sure that that person is committed to actually, doing it before I tell them, oh, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and give you the commission from the party. So in addition to, all the other stuff that you got, you're going to go ahead and get the commission too. And so Tina, her party was over $500, and she just immediately, once we flipped her party, earned her Shooting Star Award. So that really set her up, and she almost got certified, which any day now, Tina, she'll be certified and have her
well, they keep asking me about it, and I keep saying, hey, Gina's getting ready to have a party. Let's do it at Gina's party.
Yeah, so she'll be
trying to set her up good too.
She'll be certified any minute now. So yeah, it really sets them up for success. Let's see. I haven't really been paying attention to my notes, so I guess I better look and see what I've maybe skipped over. Well, I've done pretty good. One thing I wasn't sure on was, and I just recently found out, because before Tina, it had been a couple months since I had done one, and they have changed things over, time. We haven't always had the host exclusive kits available to us, but the host exclusive kit will ship to the new consultant. I thought that it shipped with the party order until Tina got hers in the mail, and I'm like, oh, okay, it ships to you then. Back to flipping the PRV, another thing I did want to say about that is, so we did talk a little bit earlier about how you do have the opportunity to offer that host exclusive kit to anyone. So if your host doesn't want it, you can offer it to anyone else in the party. Or if you have somebody that's been kind of sitting on the fence for a while, they've been telling you, I really would like to join, but I just don't have the money, or it's just not the right time. You are more than welcome to go out and, try to find someone that wants that kit. I personally, if I'm putting in my own party, like just, a collection of customers' orders. And I don't normally offer to take the $20, or the discount. I usually still offer it for $59, because I'm a firm believer that if people don't have to work for something, that it doesn't mean anything to them. And I know almost every consultant that I've ever had join during a join special, and got, like a $10 or a $15 kit. Almost every one of those consultants never sold a dime. And it just, like I said, I just feel like if they don't have anything invested in it, then they have absolutely nothing to lose. So I personally don't offer it, because those are my, I usually use my host rewards to get freebies that I then turn around and gift to my customers anyway, my scent circles and things like that I give as gifts, party gifts and things like that. But it's your business. It's totally up to you. If you want to offer it to them free or at a discount or whatever, you can do that. But I definitely would not flip the PRV to them if it wasn't their party. Because again, they didn't work for it, and that's money that you worked for, and that you deserve. So I don't offer to flip the PRV. Now, if you do have website orders on a party, you can also flip those as well, as long as it's in the same calendar month before commissions have run. And right now they're allowing us to do this. After all the world's craziness is over, they may go back to not allowing us to flip the website orders, but right now they are. But if you want to do that, you do have to call consultant support, and you have to have already submitted the party, and it has to have already gone to the posted status. And then at that time, you can call consultant support, and they have to have a supervisor approve it. And it can take up to a week before that PRV will actually flip to your new consultant. So you might want to kind of have a mental note as to what your PRV is going to be once you lose that party, all those website orders, because I was kind of watching my PRV last month, and I'm like, I'm doing awesome. And then right at the end of the month, they flipped the rest of that PRV over for Tina's party. And I was like, oh man, I got some more work to do to hit my goal. So I still met my goal, but I didn't realize there at first that they hadn't flipped all of it yet. But so it did take, I think we called on a Monday, and it was probably almost Friday by the time they finally got the PRV flipped. And just a word to the wise too, because I did have that party being shipped to me, and I am kind of bad about not doing order forms anymore. And so I usually just, put the orders into a party as soon as I get them. And I do everything electronically. So when the order came in, it will actually delete that order from your order history and transfer it all over to your new team member. So I had to go back through our messages and find all of the customer orders to be able to figure out who ordered.
Oh my gosh.
So keep better records.
You should tell me to go look for all those.
Oh, it wasn't really that big of a deal, because you had a lot of people that had ordered online anyway. But and most of those orders were messages back and forth between me and you. So I just scroll through our messages to find them all. But anyway, so it wasn't too bad. But so those are all the notes that I have on flipping a host. It's just kind of one of those things that you have to do it a time or two to get the hang of it. But it's pretty easy to do. And of course, y'all can, if you have any questions while you're doing it, give me a shout, or you can always call consultant support. And I do have to shout them out because I called them earlier on another issue today, and it was during the day, and I didn't even wait 10 minutes on hold before I finally got through. So I know they've had unusually long hold times lately, and they seem to be getting back on track. And I know a lot of times in the evening hours, the wait is usually a lot less, but I got right through today, and I was impressed. And I also have been extremely impressed with how they have caught up on shipping, because I placed an order on the 31st of the month, last month, and I got it today on the 6th.
Oh, wow.
And that, like, for a transition month, like, we had a different catalog to a new catalog, that is like amazing. And so I was really impressed. And so they are really getting on top of things. Now, if we could just get everything in stock, everything would be back to normal again. But I know a lot of that is out of their control with, getting supplies in from other manufacturers and things like that. That can be kind of hectic. So what questions do you guys have? Nobody? Anything?
I got nothing.
I don't have any questions. I think you went over everything really good.
Okay, well, I'm just that good, I guess. Well, hopefully, Tina, when Gina or Missy do their parties, hopefully we can get you some practice on flipping them. And I didn't really talk about how I go about, asking the host. But, for Tina, I just, we got kind of near the end of the party. We weren't completely done. We still were collecting some orders and stuff. And I just let her know. I said, okay, so we're getting close to the end of the party. So far, you've got, it was right around $500 at the time. So you've got, $75 in free products. You've got 3 items at half price. And you do have the option if you want. And I just, explained what the host exclusive kit was. And, explained that, she could, go ahead and pay $59 for it, or we could take, it could be free, and then she'd still have all the half price, and then you still had like about $20 some left over to get other things for the grandbaby. So she just went ahead and decided to jump. So it wasn't too hard of a conversation. Just, let them know their options. And one thing that kind of goes hand in hand with this that I learned on one of our SFR videos over the last couple weeks. I'm still trying to get through all those videos. And it's my understanding that after 30 days after our convention, all those videos are supposed to be made public to other consultants that weren't enrolled. So hopefully you'll still be able to go back and see all those breakout videos. But one thing that I wrote down, I put a sticky note on my computer, and it's just something that I'm going to try my best to do, is do not give a customer a total for their order before asking about hosting or joining. And just kind of another thing that I got from a different video that kind of went along with that was another consultant said that when someone places an order, she'll let them know that it has 3 prices. They can either get it, for the retail price, whatever it is with tax and shipping, or they can get it free, or they can get it half price with a party. Or you can even, figure out how much commission they would earn on that order if they were to become a consultant. And so I thought that was really neat advice to always kind of be planting seeds, because I do have some customers that spend a lot of money on Scentsy, and I'm going to try to make a point to, start letting them know how much commission they could be earning on their own orders, even if they just wanted to join to get their own commission, you know, just sell to their friends and family, because it blesses you no matter how you use it. So even if it's just to get your own discount. So, all right. Anything else you guys want to talk about while we're here? Any other questions about unrelated subjects? All right. Well, I made it through without coughing terribly. All right, guys. Well, does anybody have anything that they would like to maybe do next week? I don't think I have anything on my calendar yet so if anybody has any ideas for a video next week.
I'm new. Whatever.
Tabitha, anything you think you would benefit from doing on the next call?
Not anything I can think of at the moment.
Just keep putting y'all on the spot, don't I? Okay, well, if you think of something, let me know. And like I said, I don't think I have anything written down just yet to do. So I'll come up with something if nobody else does, and we'll do something. But I'll try to go back to Tuesday night for next week. Again, I started feeling kind of sick late last week and had just had a terrible cough, and it was hard to talk for very long without just coughing hysterically, and nobody wants to see that. So Tuesday night probably just would not have worked out for me very well.
Carry peppermints in your purse.
Yes, I have done that. I actually need more peppermints, but
Yes.
either peppermints or I have had some cough drops in my purse when COVID just started, like people really just started freaking out over COVID. I had some allergy and sinus, junk going on, and pretty much the same thing that I've got right now. And I was at the grocery store and I got kind of choked and I could not stop coughing. And everybody in the grocery store like froze, and they were all staring at me like, oh my God. And so I hurried up and paid and got out of there so quick. I told my husband, I said, the next time I go to that grocery store, they're probably going to have my picture up. This lady needs to be tested. But anyways. All right, guys. Well, I'll let y'all go and see y'all next Tuesday then.
See ya.
Y'all have a good weekend.
You too.
See ya.